Hi cutie! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and joining me today. If you're new, let me introduce myself. My name is Quinta. I am 28 years old and I'm working on my bachelor right now. On this channel I do cash stuffings, budget with me videos, and I show how to budget with the Kakeibo method. I also upload every Wednesday and Sunday, so subscribe if you want to join my journey to being debt free. Today will be a cash stuffing, and I am also gonna go over my budget for February because I didn't film a budget with me last week. So I'm gonna go over that with you very quickly, and after that I'm gonna do a cash stuffing. So let's get started. So if you watched my weekly Wednesday wrap up, you already know that I did my budget offline, and it's going to be a little bit tighter than usual because there will be 5 weeks in the month for me before I get paid again. Therefore I need to put an extra grocery trip in there, and also 10 euros for my spending budget. So that means instead of, well, I'm gonna break it down for you on this side. So my income that I have every month is 1,317 euros, and then my expenses are most of them are going to be the same. Just a few have been upgraded for 2022. So first up, rent is the same. Healthcare has gone down a tiny bit. My electricity stays the same. My electricity and gas for my house is incorporated in my electricity bill. Next up, we have my phone bills, the same. My internet bill has gone up a tiny bit, so everything is just going up a little bit because of inflation and just prices going up each year. Spotify, for as far as I know right now, stays the same, and then my Netflix has gone up as well. So my monthly bills are now in total 692 euros. Then every month I save up 200 euros for my college tuition. I save that up every month, just a small part, so that at the beginning of the year I can pay everything in full, so I don't have the administration costs, and I don't want to have a payment planned for my college tuition, so I just want to pay that off in full in once, and start saving up for the next year. So that means that with the tuition it's going to be 892. And then next up is my electronic savings. So besides my savings that I have right here, which are going into my sinking funds, I also like to have a little bit of electronic savings, just in case something happens and I just need to pay something real quick instead of rummaging to my house, and I just want to have a little bit more of a backup than just my buffer. My boyfriend and I also decided to purchase a fridge. Now I have like one of those small like table fridges, but we want to purchase a normal fridge with like a freezer where we can meal prep and, you know, prepare for more meals than just the day and the day after. So we decided to increase our savings for our joint account, and then I also have 10 euros for my own account. So in total that will be 60 euros instead of I think it was 30 that I had before, or 25. No, it was 25. I had 25 before. So in total, all my expenses will be 950 euros and 952 euros, which does not include my debt payments. So I also calculated a additional 25 euros. I just rounded it up. Let me keep track with you guys so it also makes sense for you. So we have 952 euros with the 25 euros in here. These two payment plans will be probably starting around end of February, start of around March. So these will also be incorporated afterwards. But we'll see when we get there. Right now I just want to focus on February. And we put this one aside. So with that we have, an error. Why do I have an error? Oh, because there's a plus. Okay. With that we have 977 euros, but because we have 5 weeks of groceries, I have 30 euros each week for my groceries. That's for me by myself, which is fine. So for 5 weeks that would be 150, and then an additional 10 euros for my cat for her food and her litter, like stuff like that. She's quite a relaxed one, so I don't have a lot of purchases. She's also fine with just basically an aluminum ball running through the house, so I don't have to buy her any toys. So that means we add another 160 in total, and then we will have the 1137 euros. If we also take the 10 euros that I have for my spending each week, times 5, that means there will be 50 euros in my spending, and that means there is 130 euros left to put in my sinking funds. I didn't have time to print out my new savings tracker. However, I will put it on the screen right now. It is available in my Etsy store right now. So let me write down my categories off camera, and I will be back to budget with you the rest of the 130 euros.
A few moments later.
So for February, I will have 6 categories in my sinking funds, because it's such a low amount and I have fixed goals that I want to have for certain categories. So for my taxes, the goal is to have 300 in total. For therapy, my goal is to have 400. For my emergency fund, right now the goal is 300 for 2021. My debt doesn't really have a goal, but I still have to pay everything off, so we're just keeping that blank. My goal for body is 40 in February, because I have another appointment at the end of the month. And then toiletries doesn't really have a goal, but I do know that I have to buff that up a little bit. So right now that just needs to be stuffed for this month. Taxes and therapy, emergency and debt has like a set amount that I'm giving each month. So for taxes, for my water for 2023, that is 30 euros. Then we have 30 euros for my therapy as well. My emergency fund is 20. My debt is also 20. And then body, I also need to do 20. And then toiletries will get 10 for the month of February. So if you add all this up, we have 30, 60, 80, 100, 120, and 130, which is the amount that I have available for this month. I do know that I did some surveys, so there might be some money in there at the end of the month, but we'll never know because it takes a long time to process. But for now, I'm happy that I can just stuff some parts of this, and of course with every stuffing there will be a 30 euros extra for my groceries. So let me put this to the side and for a cheat sheet, and I already got some money, not the whole amount, not the whole 130. So I already got some money today, and I will stuff that, so I'll be right back. So the amount I will be stuffing today is going to be 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 and 100 euros. I do know that I'm probably going to get a little payment for my upcoming internship. However, before that is going to be actually in my bank account. We're gonna struggle a little bit, but that's fine, because even if 130 is being put in my sinking funds, I know that at the beginning of my journey I started with 40 euros, so 130 is more than enough, and I'm just grateful that I'm being able to stuff anything at all is a blessing. So first up, my emergency fund. I did take out 100 euros to put in my bank account itself, just for safety. So it's going to get a 20. So for now, my emergency fund has 100 euros in the bank, and then we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100 euros. So 200 in total, which means I can put another envelope. I did forget that I was also gonna put 10 euros in my savings challenge. So I will put that on my list after this video. So I will remind myself to do that in my next cash stuffing. So now we have 200 euros in my emergency fund. I have some good news about my filming equipment, because I did use some money for a microphone. So I crossed off the stars that I took out. I took out 40 euros in total, not to confuse myself with the amount that should be in there. So even though I didn't complete the savings challenge, it was a second-hand one, so there wasn't really any waiting period for me to purchase the microphone. But I'm happy that I got it, because according to reviews it's a good one. So, but what do I know about the technology? So nothing else in my savings binder. Next up is my everything binder, which is going to get stuffed next. Cash stuffing, still haven't taken out the money for my debt payment. It's fine, I will just do whenever, probably when I have a little more money, so I can just not worry about anything. And if I actually need to take out any money, I will probably take it out of here when my buffer isn't large enough. But it's just the beginning of the month, so I'm not even gonna worry about anything yet. Let's see what the month just gives us, and stress about that later. So that's not getting anything in them. Travel is not getting anything. House is not getting anything. Shoes and clothing is not getting anything. However, I have been window shopping, and because my money is in my sinking funds, it makes me think about my purchase before I actually do it, because I don't have the money at hand on purpose. So I have to think about the purchase if I actually want it before actually, buying it. So I think this really works for me as when it comes to shoes and clothing and impulse buying. So I'm very happy that this is just sitting here, bulking up slowly, and so I can actually buy something that I love and I will wear for a very long time. Hair is not getting anything. Boop. Body will get 20. To get ready for my next appointment, which is at the end of the month, but for now just a tiny bit will help. Nails is not getting anything, beauty is not getting anything. My water bill, I paid my first payment for my water bill, which is good, but there won't be 200 euros exactly in here anymore, but I will just keep it in here until I decide to start saving up for my water bill. And then taxes for my water will get 30 euros. That means for now there is 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. So that means I'm 1/3 of the way already. It's just the second month of the year, and I'm already 1/3 of my originally planned amount, which is great. So I'm excited, can't wait, and I do think that I'm going to bulk this up with like the extra payments that I will get, because these taxes are, I think, the most expensive annual bill that I have. So if I get these now, then I will be set for next year. And that means I will have more time to save up for the year after that. So that I will slowly snowball the amount that I have saved before it is even due. And last but not least, it's going to be groceries, which is another 30 euros for the week. There we go. Toiletries is not getting anything right now. Toa is not getting anything, and medical isn't getting anything. So that was it for today and this cash stuffing. Even though it's not a whole lot, I am grateful that I actually have a system in place, so that even with small savings, I am able to save and put that in certain categories. Next week I will see how much there is in my sinking funds altogether, because it's going to be a new month. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!